Greetings, everyone. Now, this is R.D.G. Today is another Transformers review again. Today is another review for the Transformers Deluxe Class Kingdoms Slammer. I don't know much about Slammer. Let's just see the box art. Now, of course, originally I thought the tank mode is like the miniature Megatron. Don't forget this part. Here we have Slammer with the Deluxe Class Kingdoms, which we could have seen more Autobots. And the back, he's also, in fact, a weaponizer. Similar to Cog and Sixgun, Slammer is, in fact, another weaponizer. So I'm going to be comparing those two soon. So, with it, of course, I love the tank, though. Love it. But let's get this over and get to the review.
Day 2.
And boom, bam, slam. Here we got Slammer right here. Now this Slammer, let's just say this Autobot, let's just say he's a weaponizer similar to Cogman. No, not just Cog and Sixgun. Those two will be down in the description below if you wish to check them out. So, let's just say Slammer has come with many, well, let's just say he has come with some accessories. But the most accessories come with a few. And let's just start off with these rails. Of course, each individually, like right here, but if you combine them both like this, if you also put this port right here, you can actually give him a sword made of chainsaws. Kind of like a Gypsy Avengers blade saw, I guess. But he also comes with this port. Of course, some of you don't know what it is. Obviously, if you plug it in right here on his wrist, it's a gun. Yeah, like I said, it's a game. So if you connect them both right here, connecting them both would result in a sword and a gun. The painting and the sculpting on Slammer looks amazing. This weaponizing warpath wannabe, let's just say he is on the right path to becoming a very, very amazing figure. And let's just say we don't know much about Slammer personally in the cartoon, but except his vehicle mode did showed up, but I don't know much. So, of course, another accessory, of course, in every Kingdom's figure is a card. And this one's Black Arachnia, so let's see what... Ooh. Yeah, that's kind of beautiful. Of course, I wish that one was true. Very, very beautiful. Now then, as we continue forward, let's just say let's begin with weapon storage, shall we? Because, let's just say, obviously they all comprise themselves of 4 pieces, so we shall begin. Boom. And of course right here. Boom. Bam. And what? I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. But if you even take a closer look at his face sculpt, kind of looks like the IDW version of Tailgate. I mean, am I wrong or am I wrong? Yeah, and also the way it's sculpted, it feels weird. I mean, it felt like Tailgate trying to come in through the Kingdoms line. Instead of Slammer, I want to put a Kingdom Tailgate to go with Cyclonus and, to make it a gay couple. So, I mean, I'm not trying to be homophobic, I'm just trying to say that instead of Slammer, I want to add Cyclonus. No, I mean, Tailgate instead of Slammer. So, I don't know what to... Crap. Okay, so like I said, Slammer's a weaponizer, so if we can disassemble him piece by piece until he is nothing more but piles of scrap. I mean, quite, kind of literally. I guess kind of like that, but I don't know if this was basically part of the transformation or not. But, man, I just don't know. I mean, like, it kind of represents the Transformers. I mean, last night Bumblebee kind of had that ability. You remember that?
Next time you shoot somebody, don't go near them till you're sure they're dead.
So pretty much that is kind of that's kind of what Bumblebee had. And to be honest, though, I kind of wanted to know why a citizen of Metroplex, becomes a weaponizer. And yes, Sixgun right here, who basically looks like a cross between, well, Tailgate and Warpath, is actually a citizen of Metroplex. And wow, Metroplex is massive. He is a massive Cyber Titan. And I gotta say though, it is something unprecedented to know that this guy is in fact a citizen for one of the citizens for Metroplex, a city transformer Titan. And oh man, I do not wish to know what will happen if I get Metroplex. So let's just say let's just say I don't know what to say. It's just that's a shock for me. But aside from Slammer being a weaponizer, we're just gonna bring out two other weaponizers we knew, which is Sixgun right here and Cog. And man, it actually looks swell compared to each other. And let's just say this will be a surprise. Textbook Machiso and all that. Alright, so let's see what else will we do. Aside from that, we shall begin with the posability, shall we? So for posability, he has a swivel in the head which he can look up and look down. Like so. His arm could go full 360, which he could extend in an arm swivel. Of course, no wrist swivel and all. But you can actually hinge joint the arm like so. Do a bit of a waist swivel and kick out that far. We're just gonna need to take this off, this side piece off, just so he can kick back that far. Can do a beautiful spread. He can also take a knee that amazingly well and a very good, nice pivot. But I think that's part of the transformation, so I guess like this a very good pivot. So for the posability, Slammer is fairly good for a weaponizer. And so let's just try to end this weaponizer for good with a hint of size comparison, shall we? As I said before, we shall begin with Warpath. Then we got Pipes. And then we got Wheeljack, the flying aerial car Tracks. And finally, the OG voluptuous RC. So I believe that will be it for Lammer's bot mode. And now we shall begin with his transformation. And then of course, obviously every Kingdoms figure always has this kind of instructions. And it is just so freaking great. It looks nice. Very nice. So I'll see you guys when I'm finished with Slammer.
Stay asleep.
And here we got Slammer in the tank mode. So this Slammer is basically a brick with treads and a cannon. And yes, they try to be loyal to the G1 accuracy for the cartoons version of Slammer, but I feel like it could have been better. It could have been something else. But that is my opinion, though. So we shall see what Slammer has in store for. Well, on the undercarriage, let's just say it's a good, kind of good Kibling. The only Kibling is like right here, where I could just stick this inside and wiggle it out. Of course, these have wheels, so these treads don't work. The cannon, however, is a little well. The cannon is a little unprotected, and when I say unprotected, I mean like you could just pop that out, but mostly out of focus. So Warpath is basically a brick with treads and a cannon, kind of like a tank-ish, but I don't know. Usually, I don't know. For a citizen of Metroplex, it's complicated. But for this brick, he is in fact a little small on size. Since I don't have much to say, but to finish it off with some size comparison. So here we got him with tracks, and with RC, and another with wheeljack, and another with pipes. And to finish it off with Warpath. Of course, this is just the Kingdom Autobots, but we are not done with the weaponizers. So we got the other two weaponizers with Cog and Sixgun. So I believe that will be it for, for Slammer. And probably see you guys next week while we review Puffer on this. So I hope you all like this video. Subscribe, comment down below. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. Once you subscribe, do not forget that we are still on our way to 1,500 subscribers by the end of the year. So I hope we can make that dream, that miracle of a dream, a reality. So I hope you all like it, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we got Huffer. So this is R.D.G, and this is my final transmission.